Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with a makeup organizational video. We are going to go through my makeup, reorganize it. I have some a new organizer to fit products into, and we are also going to pick out my green eyeshadow palettes for St. Patrick's Day. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright guys, so we have a ton of makeup to put away from just different things we've pulled from this month or the last month. In February we did neglected makeup. That was the last organizational video we did where we pulled makeup, and then we did weekly makeup baskets from those. Then we did a 90-day fiance themed weekly makeup basket. So we have all of this to put away. And then we did our 20 and 20 project pan, 20 and 20 makeup favorites, which are all of these products. So I want to put those away. And then I get these containers off Amazon. I'll have them linked down below. But it's from this store called Story. And they have a lot of different organizers. And they're fairly affordable. So I have these double drawers here, which you'll see it's about $22 for two. And then I have, this is the second one that I've got like this, and they have some other cute stuff as well. So I will of course link those for you guys. But these are $13 and are like $12.99. And what I like to do is every once in a while, if I'm putting an order on Amazon, I'll just kind of tack on something a little bit extra. Maybe it's an extra storage bin, or maybe something that I've been wanting that's under like, $15. So I had ordered this one, and I have another one back here. I just love clear containers because you probably couldn't even see that was there. What we're going to do today is we're going to move these eyeshadows here down to the bottom shelf because eyeshadows are heavy, and we're going to use these for eyeshadows as well. So then we'll have to resort all of this other makeup. And then once we have everything kind of stored away and all this makeup put away, then we'll go through and pick the green eyeshadow palettes. I have a few that have, well, maybe only one that's like green. So I think I'll just pick every palette that has more than one green eyeshadow in and see what we're looking like. So let me just put you on a time lapse, and we'll put all of this makeup into this. Okay, let's do it. Here's where we're at. We just put everything away. So current situation is eyeshadows, lips, concealers, random, that's like little mini primers. Then this is eyeshadows, like singles and mascaras and that kind of thing. Then we have Morty going back to his spot. Oh my gosh. So then here are some blush, bronzer, highlighters, blush, a mixture, mini face palettes, setting powders, foundation, primer. Okay, so we're going to move these eyeshadows down to the bottom shelf, and then we'll kind of switch up these two shelves to be up here. So I am going to pull everything off the top, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here are all of my eyeshadows. Just love being surrounded by makeup. So in this bin, we have like more of the taller traditional palettes. So I think maybe these bigger ones, will they fit in here? Kind of wonder how many fit. Let's see, we have the Emily, the Violet Boss Holy Grail. This is the Morphe 35 M Boss Mood. The Jeffree Star, a couple Jeffree Star, the Orgy palette, the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette, Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the original, the Lorac Mega Pro 3. Are they ever going to come out with these Mega Pros again? They're so good. This, I'm pretty sure, is an empty Tarte Z palette, magnet palette. Oh no. Oh, those are still the ColourPop shadows. I should really take time to put those back. Okay. And then the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. Wow, those fit in there. Perfect. Okay, so then I have this Wet n Wild palette. This is the 32 pan. That was a limited edition. So I think that's good. These Lorac palettes, I think, can go into this container. Great. And then this is a face palette, bronzer, contour, and all of that. We'll have to find a home for it because I don't want it to get lost in my eyeshadows. So, all right, these, I wonder if I could fit these into one of these containers. We'll kind of keep it as is, and then we can play with it a little bit later. So we are going to go and shift all of this up and see how it fits. Okay, so far, I love what's happening on this bottom shelf. So the Conspiracy palette's just kind of tucked back there because, you know, big conspiracy and drama around that. Okay, then I love these bins. They just fit perfect right here. And I love that all my palettes fit into them and they take up less space like this because before they had to be like lined up. So I just love it, and it's easy to kind of pull them out and look to see what's in them without having to necessarily move all of them. I might like flip them so they're all facing the same way. But then we kept these same bins, or drawers, that have the kind of smaller palettes. Then we have some smaller palettes there, my melt stacks, and then I moved some palettes in here as well, and then everything else stayed the same. So I really like the way the bottom of this is looking. I'm just really not sure what to do with the top of this quite yet. I still have one more container that has my lipsticks that needs to go up here, and it won't quite fit in that spot. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I can move these over. Let's see. These are also from Amazon. I will, of course, have them linked down below. They do hang off a little bit on the edge. They fit nicely down on the bottom shelf, but these other shelves, okay, so they're not all going to fit there. And this is a two-piece, but it won't fit stacked up here. So we need to keep that on this shelf, and these won't stack up on the shelf. So I'm going to play with this for a little while and see if we can move everything so that the lipstick container fits. If not, I could put my lipsticks into this container and maybe just put this on my vanity. So, you know, we could think a little outside the box. So let me play with it. I think this looks pretty good. It's nice that you can see everything from the side. So even though things are stacked up, it all still fits pretty nicely. So this is pretty much my whole lipstick collection with the exception of Project Pan items and things that I have pulled for Weekly Makeup Basket. So this looks pretty good. I think this looks nice right here. And then we have my concealers here. So, like I said, these are kind of like the little minis of primers and illuminators. So how can I make this oops, I have one more lipstick. I think it would be nice to have like all face palettes and blushes and that kind of thing up here, and then the rest down here. So let's see what that looks like. couldn't fit all like the blush, bronzers, and palettes and that kind of thing on the first shelf, but I fit all of it with the exception of this bin right here. And then we have like the complexion products over here. So what I want to do is split up this. It has loose and pressed. So I want to put the pressed into this empty container. Okay, those fit perfectly in there. So we can just pull this forward. I can't really adjust this because if I bring it down, then this won't fit. But then it might fit up here so I could stack some things. But I don't feel like I just don't feel like moving it. All right, I think we love it. So we have highlight, bronzer, blush, palettes, face palettes. Then we have some mix of all three, blush, bronzer, highlight. Then we have, sorry, there's no blush in there. There's blush in here though. So this is highlight, bronzer, kind of like the odd shaped ones, if that makes sense. And then you come down to the second shelf, bigger face palettes, and we just set the Tarte Park Avenue Princess on top. Actually, it'd be nice on this side, I think. There we go. Minis, compact powders, concealers, all my lip products. Then we have loose setting powders, primers, and foundations. And then you come down, we have regular size eyeshadow palettes, bigger eyeshadow palettes, minis, like middle size, and some singles. So I think overall it looks nice. We had to move out one container that just wouldn't fit from fitting all the eyeshadow on the bottom, because this bottom shelf was the best for being able to stack these drawers. But I think it looks really good like that. So we'll go ahead and keep it. Woo! What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I know you guys love these type of videos. So the next thing we're going to do is, I guess, basically open up all the eyeshadow palettes and see if we find any ones that have 2 or more green eyeshadows. And then we'll pull them to use for the next couple of weeks. Alright, so we'll start here. Pretty sure most of these are more warm toned palettes, at least from like these normal size, I guess, palettes. I've been going back on YouTube and watching some people's older videos, like from 2013, 2014, which is about the time I started watching YouTube. And they were, one of the videos I was watching, they were looking for the Naked 3 because it had just come out. And it was such nostalgia watching that. And I don't know, it was really fun. It's this girl, Melissa, H Kitty is her channel. There's some numbers, but I forget what they are. I'll have her link down below. She does daily vlogging, which I love watching, but she has been doing it since 2014. Daily vlogging since 2014, y'all. Of course, I'm sure there were like breaks in that time period, but I'm all caught up on her most recent stuff. So she refers a lot to like older years, like, oh, do you guys remember this? Or you guys were here when we did that? Or do you remember this and that? So I thought, let me go back and watch some of her old stuff. So that's what kind of has me thinking, like, I don't know. It's just crazy how much time has gone by in the makeup YouTube world. Okay, I was thinking this palette would work. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run. Fantastic palette. If you see it on sale, pick it up. But it has a couple Wonderlust, Big Sky. Radio's kind of blue, but it has a little green tint to it. And then I love how there's a nice neutral surrounding with it. So we're definitely going to pull that. Okay, I think most of these are going to be warm tone. Ooh, there's a green. Okay, I know I said 2 or more, but this Moneybags green color from the Too Faced Chocolate Gold, I think we have to pull that color. I'll swatch these at the end for you guys. Buxom, that's pretty neutral. And we know the Honey palette is neutral. The Honey color itself kind of has a green hue, but it's more like gold mustardy color. So we'll put those away. And then, oh, I know this Morphe one has a lot of green in it. I put this a few months back. I think it was October, actually. So much green in here. So you know we have to pull that for like these 2 green colors. And then it has like this shimmer. And then this is kind of like a hue of green. But the golds look really nice with green eyeshadow. So definitely pull that out. I don't think this Violet Boss has any. Jaclyn, does she? These are like more blue toned in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So we'll skip those. Clorox Mega Pro. It's more neutral. This is Morphe Jeffree Star's more pink. Oh, there is green. It kind of has like that puke green. Okay, we'll pull that. Pull that. This is all neutrals, and it's all matte. It's really pretty. Okay, the Wonderlust. This Peacocking, it's kind of like a blue-green, so we're just gonna pass on that one. And what's this one? Ooh, this has a green. I guess that's kind of like a blue-green. I think we'll pass on that one. I don't see myself pulling up just for that one color. Alright, these are primarily my ColourPop. These are primarily ColourPop, but there are some other brands in here. There's the Ornate palette. I know this nude one is nude, so no green there. Ooh, at Foresight, this might be, yeah, this has Emerald and Fiddlehead. This is more blue, the P and W. It's kind of more blue, but I think, oh, and this Evergreen, that would be a really pretty option. Even if you just had that palette alone, that would be a pretty option. Some of these are missing. I'm going to pull this ColourPop Dream Street. This was the Kathleen Lights collection. 2 of these are in that Tarte palette. I need to move them back in. But this has a couple of green colors, so we'll pull this. most of this palette. I need to grab... I had duped the honey palette a while ago at this point, and I just need to grab them out. Those are really neutral. I really do like the Maybelline Nudes of New York. Not a green palette, but Laura Geller. This is more nudes, natural. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put that back. Okay, in here, Man-Eater by Tarte. This Tarte one's pretty neutral. The Rainforest of the Sea. Here we go. Just My Luck by ColourPop. This one is an all green palette. This would be good, obviously, for St. Patty's Day if you own it. Pull it. And then this is purple, My Pleasure. Urban Decay singles that are not green. These are mauve and coral. And these are more like warm tone, the Elf Bite Size and Pumpkin Pie. And this is the Salted Caramel by Too Faced. And then this is the Visar Dark Matte. And those are pretty neutral as well. Okay, so we're through most of my eyeshadows. Let's just pull these little ones that are remaining. This Saharan does not, this Tarte one does not either. It's more neutral. Wet n Wild and Bretman Rock. Ooh, these three would be so pretty. I still haven't used this palette. It was gifted to me and I still need to use it. So we'll pull that. Here's a Wet n Wild. There's one green, but I think we will pass on this for the greens. Okay. Crown, this one's more neutral. Alamar. It's more blue. I mean, maybe this could be more green, but they're kind of blue tinted. And this is more like warm tones. Okay, so here's where we're at. I'm going to just sit them in this basket and then we can pull them into next week or this week's weekly makeup basket. So we have ColourPop, Just My Luck. We have Dream Street by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. And we have ColourPop Raw Beauty Christie's at Foresight. We have the Bretman Rock Wet n Wild, the Morphe and Jeffree, and the Morphe Boss Mood. Then we have the Too Faced. Do we still want to pull this? Actually, I'll put this one away since I ended up finding more options and this just had the one. So we'll put that away. And then we have the Born to Run. Okay, I ended up having 6 palettes that have 2 or more green eyeshadows, so that's real exciting. If you've been hearing snoring this whole time, it's my dog. I just realized it. Okay, so we are all done here. I just wanted to come in and give you guys a closer look. So we have highlighters, bronzers, blush, smaller face palettes. This is a mix of bronzers and highlights and blushes. If you come down, this is primers and foundations, loose setting powders, pressed powders, concealers, lipsticks, minis. Then we have kind of the bigger base palettes. You come down, we have eyeshadow, and then we have the green that we had picked for the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope that you found this calming and maybe organized your makeup along with me. I hope you guys are all well. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!